Daisy. Hi.
you?
We've all had people who have touched our lives, guided us along our paths, believed in us when we weren't so sure we believed in ourselves.
I would have never thought in a million years that I would have come as far as I've come.
You've probably seen young folks around the museum, teenagers and young adults working alongside staff as interns and volunteers. Dozens of them are mentored each year, learning as they help with camps, take on living history roles, care for wildlife.
My internship was an opportunity I was so excited about. I remember turning to the guy next to me and was so excited about it and told him all about it, and he's like, yeah, that's cool. And I was like, no, it's really, really, really cool.
A difficult home life led Miana Corella to find work and her own apartment when she was just 16. She went from barely graduating high school to studying biology at OSU Cascades.
Working with the staff here, I really learned a lot about how much I value wildlife interpretation and how important it is to me and how much I want to help be a part of that.
We are honored to provide unique experiences for young people in our community and show them the amazing possibilities of what their future can hold.
I've been coming here for as long as I can remember. My grandparents were always members.
Isabelle Rice locked onto a vision for her future while discovering the past at the Miller family ranch.
I thought it was so cool that these people got to do this and dress up, and it was just like really being transported into another world. And then I figured out this is something that I could do too. And then that's when I started really getting interested in living history.
When she was 13, Isabelle became a volunteer. She has worked closely with Curator of Living History Linda Evans for 6 years now.
Linda has been awesome. I really do think of her almost as a second mother. Getting to interpret with her is such a pleasure because she is really just so good at what she does, and she's just so knowledgeable. She's just like this book of crazy history facts. Watch out for the puddles.
Inspiration also has come from Hazel, the character she portrays.
Hazel has really taught me so much and made me, I feel like, a much stronger person. We do have the option in the summer because we wear lots of layers to not wear all the layers. But I always like to wear all the corsets and the chemises and the petticoats because if Hazel Miller did it, I want to do it too. And then I feel like that gives us a really authentic perspective of what was going on back then.
It's so heartwarming to see children grow and to grow these skills that are going to be useful all their life in their jobs as well as connecting with other human beings.
Do you want to try writing your name? Do you want to do it in cursive maybe?
Learning is a two-way street at the museum.
Here at the museum, I've met people from every inhabited continent. You get a lot of people out here who they're like getcha kind of people, so they like to get you to slip up. And it's a particular age range, I would say about 10 to 12-year-old boys who are really into it. So they'll be like, do you know what Fortnite is? Do you know what Wi-Fi is? And I had one boy who was really questioning me, and he had some good questions. And then he got this look on his face, like he knew he was gonna stump me. And he was like, do you know what the government is? And I just had it take a second and just chuckled to myself because there was this little boy who didn't think that little Miss Hazel Miller would know what the government was 100 years ago. So that was really funny. We had quite a fun time about that, and I talked to him about who the president was at that time and that women didn't have the right to vote yet in Oregon. So that was a really cool moment.
Isabelle's time at the ranch inspired her to become an elementary school teacher. She's now a sophomore at the University of Oregon.
I've been doing this for so long. I know that I love connecting with kids. I love sharing with them. I love seeing what they think of and how creative and curious that they can be. I love this, and that's really solidified that for me.
Our goal is to spark curiosity and learning in our teen volunteers and paid interns. And if the future scientists and teachers and artists and curators say that their spark was ignited at the High Desert Museum, I'd call that success.
I've had some really incredible opportunities like doing this internship. It's just really, making connections with people in the field and having people who inspire you and who want to help you. And I never thought that I would be where I am now. The museum has always been home for me. It's always been a place of comfort, and the ranch especially feels like home to me. Like this feels like my little cabin in the woods. You're doing so good. I spend so much time out here. It really has become a home for me.
The museum is history. It is art and culture. It is wildlife. But most of all, the museum is people like Isabelle and Miana, reaching, teaching, delighting, even astonishing all who come through its doors.